All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Hilliard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Bacon. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
180. Check, 59. In your face. What?
Mayfield to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You got nothing today. Run. You got nothing.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
180. Hey, alert. So you got it.
Mayfield looks to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, they're scared.
Off play action. Bacon. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, you're out.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
2nd and 14. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
61, match box, lights. 10.
2nd and 3. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Yo, go! Hey, Alpha! Hey, lock it, fire!
They'll run on first down. Singletary, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go!
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Shoot!
Looking to throw. Bacon. He's got Jack Doyle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They run here with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
I don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
What's that?
A 1st down throw from Mayfield, and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield, they set up the screen to Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180. I'm on. Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Bacon. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to throw. Bacon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillendow standing just outside his own goal line. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. Able to shake him off. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Here we go. One team spill. Safety's creeping. Hey, Foxtrot. Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 5.
Back to throw. Bacon. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 10-2 start. 3, Mike. Come on. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Bacon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Bacon. It's caught by Aguilar. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bacon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go set. 90 Wolf. Hey, orbit. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
On 1st down, Singletary. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Bacon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Topper! Jam! Go! Play it.
On 3rd down, Bacon. He gets it to Brown, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 5.
On 1st down, Bacon. And this is caught at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Bacon. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And the ball is knocked out.
Last stop.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Landry, the intended target. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Let them know.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bacon is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready, 30 base. Mike, watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Funches has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bacon. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
He can't hang. Alert, 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 alert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield now. He's going to look deep now for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Singletary again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Taken in by the tight end Doyle. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now. Check 99. Check 99. X3. 2-8 snap.
They go right back to Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. 180. Mike's 59. Silver. What's that?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Mayfield. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Man, I got you.
1st down, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Good. 180. Run. Check 15.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of